Question 16. Marla buys some bags of buttons. There are 19 buttons, or 20 buttons, or 21 buttons, or 22 buttons in each bag. The table gives some information about the number of buttons in each bag. Take a second just to check you understand what the table's talking about. So at this line here, I've got 7 bags that have 20 buttons in. I've got 3 bags that have got 21 buttons in, and 1 bag that has got 22 buttons in. The total number of buttons is 320. Complete the table. Now there are 3 marks for this question, so even though we're going to use the calculator, we're going to show plenty of workings and write down everything we do on our calculator so that we give the examiner a chance to give us some marks. Now if I start down here, if I've got one bag with 22 buttons in, so I've got one bag with 22 buttons in, that means that so far I've got 22 buttons. If I come to this row, I've got 3 bags of 21 buttons, and use your calculator for these sums. You've got it, you may as well use it. 3 21s are 63. So if I took these 3 bags and emptied them all out, I'd have 63 buttons on the table, and then 22 buttons from this row. This one here, I've got 7 bags of 20 buttons, which means those 7 bags contribute 140 buttons. Remember, keep showing your working because you're picking up marks all the time. If I add these up, 6 and 4 is 10, and 2 is 12. Obviously check this on your calculator. Carry 1. So far I've got 225 buttons accounted for. The question says the total number of buttons is 320. So I'm still a little short, and even though I'm showing my workings here, even though I've got a calculator to work this out, show the sum you're going to do so that you get credit for the sum even if you make a mistake with pressing some buttons. So there's 95 buttons left, and they have to go into the bags where there are 19. So I've got 95 buttons that I want to share into piles of 19, and if you do 95 divided by 19 on your calculator, you will get 5. So there are 5 bags of buttons that have 19 buttons in.